And something I've been doing now is I'm setting Galu right now. He's one of the clear leaders on this team. And maybe this sets forth for a new system. Who knows? But I set up a couple of people as captains. Even though the quarterback has thrown 7 interceptions the last for the season, not good, but it's good. Stupid decisions, but it's not good. Also, Lacey, beast on defensive end. Let's see what we can do against Houston. Let me just check out Houston. We're not that good. Alright, I'm going to keep this quarterback. Quarterback is alright. Defensive guys are not the corners. Okay. Somewhat fast. Okay. Safeties are pretty fast. Okay. Let's get to it, man. I just gotta redeem myself after that dismal display. Rog right now is ranked number 9 with UNLV. He just won his last game and used his mulligan. So right now there are no mulligans in the Sapingo Dynasty. Everyone has used their mulligan. Angulo's ranked number 7, faces SMU next, and Danny Boy lost 2 after using the mulligan. Yeah, that's where we're at. Let's do it. Good. I think I've had a lot of home games this year, so thanks, Roger, for setting up the schedule.
Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Memphis Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. From inside the 10-yard line,
Sorry, hold on. I don't think it's live on YouTube right now. Fuck. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry for the car noises. It's early morning and people are going to work. Are we live? Are we live? Okay, alright. Just wanted to make sure it was live. Alright, cool. Alright, we live. Let's get back to it.
back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense will get first crack at it today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his man. It's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits where you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick starting line.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something that happens in the Big 12 and somebody comes up.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Preston. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looks as if he'll have enough to give Memphis a first down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up with? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Preston. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to. Running situations, your base defense, where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
End of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Henry. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
No way.
Can't get him to the ground. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays when running backs get so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done that way.
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Ellison. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fun a little time, lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Preston. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Memphis needs to convert this fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Back to throw, it's Preston. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the change at the first down at the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Memphis getting set to snap it on first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the pass. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. It'll be a draw. Turning it on. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Preston. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Gets the back moving, wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, still going. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Looking for a man, it's Preston. Scrambling away.
Let's go.
Touchdown! And with that, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people are probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the RPO, complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Still on his feet at the 45. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. One more period the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work-up run by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was looking into the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right.
No.
And to the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give to the tailback. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Preston. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
1,000 yards passing for the quarterback. I like that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 48. They pick up a 10 on the play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position. And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He might want another play. They'll toss it to the left. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Come on.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Jesus.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking for a man, it's Preston. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Damn. Do I go for it? I just gotta kick the field goal. Kick the field goal.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end.
Let's go.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
They go to the ground. Find some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game, offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. 3:25.
Let's go.
And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, they get completion. There's no mystery what's happening here. The quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta find a completion on this one. Under fire. Oh, and they get to it. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we started a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No interceptions, though. That's what he wants.